It's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Steal. Check steal. Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. To the pylon, he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Second down and 3. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. Patrick motioning here. On 2nd down, Goff. And this ball batted away and incomplete. The tight end Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down to keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick-6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. And I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick-6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff. Now he'll run.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Goff. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and
Strike.
10.
Check striker. Hey, go period. Ready, ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Let's go. Hey, cross steal. Black shot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready, break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Set, ready. Hi.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Second down and 8.
Set, hut. Slide through. Set.
Love to throw. Right side, catch made by Dobbs.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and 5.
Red, cycle. Set, go.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
To throw is Love. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Packers.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Goff to throw on 1st down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
That ties the game at 14.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Ready, ready. Check, smash. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and
5, 6.
5 at the 32-yard line.
Opposite, green. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, ball carrier. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3.
Set. Set.
Now Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Okay, ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10.
Strike, strike. Smith, red. Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Here comes second down.
Here we go, here we go. Zoom.
Dobbs headed in motion.
Rail, yellow. Hut.
A second down throw for Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
.52 blaster. Let's go. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut.
They'll go with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Ultra.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Fury. Yellow. Set.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And third down coming up.
Had a shot there to take the lead with that big play. He's got an open receiver. He just needs to put it on him. And here in the fourth quarter, those critical plays mean that much more. And you just can't afford to miss open targets, especially downfield like that.
The man in motion is Watson. That ball intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Set hunt. Check Fury. Set hunt.
Jacobs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down, 8 for the first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Packers.
On the ready? Hut, hut.
They'll go play action with Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's second down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
Hut, hut.
On second down, Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Set.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
And this one is short. Oh, just off the crossbar. Doesn't get the bounce. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime? From the 35, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll go play action with Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Clause 10. Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now a first throw here in overtime. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, go Fury. Hut, go. Say.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Hey, go steal. Yellow, Lonnie. Set, go.
It's another go with Dillon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
On the double.
2nd and 7.
10 cycles. Let's go. Set, hut.
They'll run with Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Go set.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
43 rail. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set, ready. Ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
That's the end of another overtime, with the score still tied.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set, hut. Smash, smash, slice, 97. Hut, hut.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Come on, set. .22 needle. Hut, hut.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. He is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, Give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here.
Hey, kill!
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Blue check. Ready.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Two minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this.
Let's go now. Ready. Hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Past midfield to the 45. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Set. Go. Set.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. He's got space inside the 25. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 8-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 32 yards.
Ready up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Strike. striker. Set, go.
Here's Jacobs. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready. Ultra, go ultra. Set, cut.
One more time, it's Jacobs.
Good eye, Mike!
That'll do it. They win it in OT. So, it's a win for the Packers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.